To send a Slack notification from n8n, open your n8n workspace, click Create Workflow, name it something like Send Slack Notifications, and open the workflow editor. Once you do that, you're ready to add your trigger. This is the event that will kick off the notification. If you're just testing, select the manual trigger so you can run the workflow on demand. For real automations, you might pick a schedule trigger for daily reports, a webhook to receive data from another app, or a Google Sheets trigger that fires when a new row is added. Whatever trigger you choose, configure it, then run a quick test to see the sample data n8n captures. That incoming data is what you'll use later to make your notification dynamic and useful. Now click Add Node, search for Slack, and select the Slack node. Connect it right after your trigger. Inside the Slack node settings, go to the Credentials section, click Create New Credential, and choose Slack OAuth 2. n8n will walk you through authorizing access to your Slack workspace. Just follow the prompts to log in and grant permission. Once connected, select that credential from the drop-down so n8n knows which Slack account to use. Next, under Operation, choose Send Message from the list. This is the command that posts a new message to a channel or direct message. For the destination, pick Channel and then enter or select the specific Slack channel where the notification should appear. If you want to send a direct message to a user, you can choose User instead and provide their Slack ID or email. The message content is where you bring everything together. Type a clear, human-readable message that explains what happened and why it matters. For example, new lead received, John Doe from Acme Corp. But don't stop there. Use the Add Expression button to pull in dynamic data from your trigger or any previous node. If your trigger caught a new row in Google Sheets, you could insert something like New Lead, Date from Kingpin. This turns a generic template into a personalized, useful alert. You can also include links, bullet points, or even simple markdown formatting like bold text for emphasis. For the message structure, keep it concise. Start with the event, add the key detail, and finish with any next step if needed. Before you go live, test everything. Click Execute Workflow and let the manual trigger fire the Slack node. Then open Slack, go to the channel you chose, and look for the message. Check that the formatting is correct, all dynamic fields populated properly, and the right channel was used. If something looks off, like a missing name or a broken link, adjust the expression in the Slack node and run another test. This is also a good moment to consider adding an IF node in front of Slack. For example, drag an IF node between your trigger and Slack and set a condition like only proceed if the status equals completed or if the priority is high. Connect the true output to Slack and the false output to nothing or to a log node. This prevents unnecessary messages from cluttering your Slack channel and keeps notifications meaningful. When everything works as expected, save your workflow and toggle the activation switch at the top of the editor. From now on, every time your trigger fires and the conditions are met, n8n will automatically send that Slack notification. As you expand, remember to keep notifications rare and valuable. Too many alerts become noise that people ignore. Write messages that clearly state what happened, why it matters, and if an action is needed. Use mentions sparingly. Tagging a channel or a specific person can be helpful for urgent alerts but annoying for routine updates. Also, rename your nodes descriptively like Notify Team of New Lead so your workflow stays readable months later. If your workflow runs frequently, say every 5 minutes, consider batching updates into a summary message instead of sending individual alerts for each event. You can do this by collecting data in a spreadsheet or database first, then sending one consolidated message on a schedule, and always keep an eye on your execution history in n8n to catch any failed notifications quickly. For sensitive data, avoid including passwords, API keys, or personal details in Slack messages unless you've confirmed your Slack workspace's security settings allow it. Start simple, test thoroughly, and then layer in conditions, dynamic data, and multiple Slack nodes for different alert types. You now have a complete working Slack notification automation, so save this workflow, share it with your team, and come back anytime you need to set up a new alert.